covenant, okay? So outside of the Greeks and the Romans, you don't have a time. Matter of fact, outside of us being captives under Esau during the time of the Greeks and the Romans, what other time did Ham have anything to do with us being in Esau's hand? This day and age, you can't really find it in the scriptures, man, unless we're missing a point of history. But I can't recall anything past the Greek or anything before or prior to the Greek Empire that Ham delivered us up specifically to Esau, man. So that's talking about this is a future prophecy. So what are you talking about, vocab? You an Edomite, bro. That's why you doing what you're doing, Haman. Go ahead.
Verse 10, Amos 1 verse 10. But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity.
All pity, man, because hey, when they took us down during the time of the Babylonians, when we got taken down, when we was promised by the Egyptians or the Hamites that we wasn't gonna see nor sword nor famine, that says that we looked for a nation to save us, but they couldn't help. They couldn't save us. They hunted us on our streets. You fucking Hamites, man. You let Esau come in and have his way. Basically gave us up, man. History repeats itself. So fast forward, damn forward, hey, Jake is constantly getting killed by Esau, man. Every goddamn day. Like, how the hell you shoot at a nigga fucking 100 times and hit him what? What was that? They shot at him like
16.
16?
They hit him 16, but they shot at him 100.
Shot him at 100 times. I thought he was hit like 60 times.
Oh,
They said he got hit like 90, like damn near 100 times. They shot over 100 bullets at this dude. And he got shot and he aired him out, man.
Yeah, they sent it to do with the nigga heavy.
One nigga, bro, I remember he was in the car asleep. They put 30 bullets in him.
Yeah.
Come on, man. 1 bullet's enough to put down a sleeping individual. Just 1 to the head.
Yeah.
You overkilled this man.
Yeah. They gonna put your knee on a Jake neck for 8 minutes straight, man. Don't your leg get tired? But that's that hatred in them dudes that have them do shit like that, man. Right. Amos 1 verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Right, and that word forever and perpetual is synonymous to one another, because perpetual means of a lot or ongoing, man. Okay, so fast forward 2022, the hatred for the so-called white man is still there. It didn't go away. Okay, because when you go on a job, you're working with these Edomites, just look at the way they treat Jake. You can feel the tension, man. Like the job I'm working now, you can feel the tension, man. They hate Jake there, man. And they proud as all hell. They get Jake the shittiest jobs. They put Issachar on a shitty job. They made, bro, they try to put us on this one job site. Like, all right, imagine this concrete slab broken up into big chunks and you inside a pipe. They wanted you to literally carry this shit by hand, hosing down this pipe and carry this shit by hand. And it was me, Issachar, and some crackhead Edomite on the fucking job. A job that requires 10 to 15 people, only 3 of us had to do it. They put that shit on Jake. While the rest of the Edomites, they driving in the trucks and they're doing everything by trucks.
And air conditioning.
Air conditioning and shit.
I already know how that shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work if we keep going like this. You know?
Precept. Yeah. Just want to back it up in Joel 3 because when he brought out in Amos, it says you gave up the whole captivity to Edom. But in Joel, that same people, Tyrus, you see them giving it up to the Grecians. So that shows you that Esau and the Grecians are the same people. It says, verse Joel 3, it says, yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried it into your temples, my goodly, pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that they may be removed far from their border. So Greece is not far from the border of where we were, man. America is, you know. But in Amos, it speaks about Edom being the captivity that we were given up into. But in Joel, it restates it again that it was the Grecians.
Yep.
You know?
That's it, man. Cause hey man, once again, nobody ever been taken from one continent to another, man. Read that again, man. This is heavy vocab. You need to listen to this, man.
This is Joel 3 and 6. It says,
And then this devil gonna make a song called "Slavery in the USA," mocking us and shit, man. Fuck you, dude.
You know what, vocab, the most high, you gonna die. Nigga, you gonna be fucked up, okay? You know what? You gonna get the missiles, man. I don't think it's enough death. A death is not excruciating enough outside the missiles. It's gonna get your ass, man. You may survive all the way up into the missiles, man, because it's the one the Lord ain't killed your ass yet.
Yeah.
But you gonna get those missiles. Like Haman, the death he died, and you gonna die worse than that, man. Okay? Because you are really, really stirring up a hornet's nest, blaspheming the name of the Lord, man. Blaspheming his men. Steady coming against the brothers, man. You've been debunked time and time again, but see what's motivating you is your sheer hatred for the Most High. With your Christian apologetic. Fuck your Christian bullshit. And all the niggas that followed you.
Yeah. You dumbass niggas.
Yep.
Because that shit is garbage, it's weak, okay? It has no prevailing, it makes no sense. And basically, you ain't gonna be satisfied till Jake is back to sleep in plantation Christianity, man.
Yeah.
That's all you worried about.
Yeah. Getting niggas back in church.
Back in church.
Yeah, fuck all that. Go ahead,
Joel 3 and 6 again. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Yes.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
Hey, and that scripture is even more proven that read the Israelites, because the southern kingdom, predominantly, they the ones that got shipped from Africa all the way over to America, man. That's why I say the children of Judah and Jerusalem. When you read in the Bible, Judah is symbolic of the southern kingdom, man. Because the northern kingdom was already over here. It didn't say the whole house of Israel. It said the children of Judah and Jerusalem, man. That's how you know the Bible is real. That's how you know you Edomites is guilty, man. Keep going on.
It says,
Read that part where it say I'll raise them out.
this is Joel 3 and 7. It says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Yes.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
That's right. That means you going into captivity, man. Your ass getting on slave ships, man. We not putting Edomites on the chariots to get them over to Jerusalem so they can start working. No, man. Hey, we damn near might make them remodel them old ships. Bring that old shit back, man, and get your funky ass on there, man. And having the
Trail of Tears.
get on top of each other, man.
Yeah.
Sleep on top of each other. Got piss dripping on your face, shit dripping on your face, period blood, vomit. You got dead bodies next to you. You don't know where the fuck you going? Yeah, okay, nigga.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's funny because they said we didn't come over here on a fucking love boat, man.
Nah, man.
That was some horrendous shit, man.
Yeah.
You got men
Traumatized.
man, bro, like that. Men die right next to you. Give up the spirit. You know how bad that must have smelled?
Oh, man.
They said it was so bad that slaves were jumping overboard. They rather took their chance getting ate by sharks before they took that fucking voyage, man. That's what we gonna do. Fuck crackers up.
Yeah, you niggas, man.
Crackers gonna get fucked up. You know what? All you niggas out there don't know no fucking revenge. The Most High, we gonna get you niggas too, man. And you black women, man, you gonna get just as worse treatment as your fucking devil, man.
Trying to lay down with Tyler.
Yeah, man. Cause you know what, man? Now that we reading this is stirring up anger. Hey, what it tells you, Peter says, stir up like mind by the way of remembrance, man. We gotta constantly remember you niggas, man.
Yeah.
Constantly bring this shit up because Jake like to forget. They get a good job and all of a sudden a nigga forgetting the white man is the fucking devil.
Yeah. Hell no, man.
But you get a better job, he'd be even more devil to your ass, man.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
This is verse 8. It says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off.
Right, man, okay. Now, hey, like we broke down before, you said, hey man, the Rothschild, you may literally go for $1. $25, $35. So
yeah.
fucking $1. Every brother gonna have a piece in dealing with you Rothschilds, man.
Yeah,
You're gonna live a long time, man. You know why? Because this is the fucking irony of it, man. And when you put yourself in a mindset, they literally gonna go from rags to riches in 1 hour. Literally, these men are gonna come from having the whole world at the brink of their fingertips to them going in slavery.
That's
they're,
right.
They're literally gonna go in slavery with these suit and ties, man, and they gonna still have that proud ass spirit on them, man.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, we're the white. I'm a white man. He gonna look at a J like, do you know I'm Lord? I'm Rothschild. Do you know what you're doing? You can't do this to me. He gonna fold your ass up, man. Nigga, gonna fuck your shit up. And he gonna be proud because he know he gonna be walking in there. He gonna think he can deal with it. But nigga, we gonna take you to a place that you ain't gonna, man. Look, you gonna catch all types of hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Mahalal's Funhouse.
Yeah, literally a death trap. Man.
Yeah.
A maze you can't get out of, nigga.
Yeah. Satan ain't answering collect calls that day either, man.
Satan is on. That nigga gonna be out of his line. Gonna be busy. His line gonna be busy, man.
This is Revelation 13 and 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Read it again.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
One more time.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So what does that mean, man? Anybody that had a hand and put in the Israelites in slavery, they gotta go into slavery, man. Simple and plain. Now, vocab, ask yourself, man, who fits that description? Who put one people into captivity, man? And now, hey, they must go into captivity. Read the second part.
It says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's it, man. How did Esau get what they say? Win the West, man? The Gatling gun, the carbines, the muskets, the pistols, the revolver, man.
Matter of fact, hey, Quan, get that Joel 3, bro. Get that Joel 3. You know what's so spiritual about this chapter? Revelation 13 goes into the rise and fall of the Roman Empire.
Oh, Esau, yeah.
So wait a minute, this is going to the time of the Roman Empire. When did we do away with it? Now we did put him in captivity for 1,000 years, but we never eviscerated him, man. We didn't just take him in what place in history that so-called black men rounded up a group of Caucasian men and threw them in a fucking volcano. Right. That would have been documented, man. Right. But even Esau with his bullshit scholars can't even tell you that happened. The most he can say is, well, the Edomites, they probably mingled with Ishmael and became Arabs. Yeah. That's all bullshit, man. Because you can't change the bloodline seed of a man. Okay? Because Ishmael is his own line. So Esau can't integrate with that shit and become an Edomite or either Ishmaelite. No. Ishmael was his own man. Now he can have daughters by Ishmael and so forth, but there still be Edomites, vice versa. Right. So ain't no line incorporated into one and just disappeared, man. Yeah. This ain't the fucking tribe of Dan, all right?
Right. Brother brought it out earlier when he said 2 nations are in your womb. Those are just 2 male boys, man. Yeah. But why did the Lord say that they were nations? This got nothing to do with the women that they procreated with.
Yeah.
Those 2 men are the nations.
They say one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Right.
But when that happened, they were just 2 persons.
Right, exactly.
You can't get people out of single persons, man.
Right. So that whole mixing bullshit. Oh, I'm part Irish, part Dominican, and all of that bullshit, man.
BS.
And I'm gonna say this too, man. You got the blackest nigga that say he everything, but yet the nigga got nappy ass hair. Right. Keisha, I'm black, Cuban, German, yet the bitch got weave.
The nigga lips. Got the nigga lips.
And they proud to be every other race too.
Yeah.
Every time you see a bitch say, oh, I'm part of Irish, Spanish, they proud as hell when they say that shit, man. They're the least proud of their own race, man.
Right.
Like, bitch, you was a black woman from Oakland.
Yeah. Only thing is, your granddaddy fucked the white girl. That's it, man.
Right.
I'll take pride in that shit.
Bitch try to be foreign and shit, man.
Yeah. Bitch, come.
If you foreign, you wouldn't have to wear all that fucking shit.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I got Joel 3. Joel chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
It said bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Again. So if you bring something again, that means that it happened before. Then it means it's gonna happen again. That's why we say that the scriptures are manifold. Things repeat itself, man. Okay? History is always repeats itself. Kingdoms are reincarnated. This is the same shithole we was in 2,000 years ago, man.
Yeah.
And no coincidence you had camps out here doing what we were doing. Now today, bam, we doing the same shit. Go ahead.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat.
Okay, now when did that happen? When did that war happen, okay? Because Yahweh Shabbat goes into what they call the Lord's judgment. That's what it means. Yahweh Shabbat, the Lord's judgment. The name of the Most High Yahweh Shabbat means to judge. Okay? Go ahead.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
That's not talking about, oh my God, please let him go. No, plead means I'm finna come. I want smoke, nigga. I want to get it down. I want to get it in. I'm coming to get him.
Right.
Nigga thinking the Most High is begging his devil like, come on. No, Most High is coming to get his people, man.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right, now, where have the land of Jerusalem been parted? But up until this day and age, man, because you got those Ishmaelites, you got those Hamites, and you got Edomites over here, man. So that's a future prophecy. That's what we're reading is talking about today. And it's gonna prove it. Go ahead.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Bro, that's in history. Wines and musket guns. Look it up. Who did that, Vocab? Who did it? The so-called white man.
That's a trade. That's market. That's a market right there.
Yeah.
You
Read that again,
dumbass Hamites, man. You bought. Here it is. Esau made trillions of dollars off of us. We're a $1 trillion commodity, and you selling this shit for rum, for guns,
To get drunk.
and the thing is, they used the Levites to plow that sugar cane to make the rum that you bought it for, man. So you sold the product, us in this case, that Esau basically put you in the trick bag, man. Because all he did was make more rum to sell it back to buy more Israelites from you, man.
Yeah, he ain't really
You
lose
dumb
like
as hell.
that. He ain't
Esau
lose
came up
nothing.
trillions of dollars. You sold slaves that you had, and how are you doing today?
Hey, that country's full of shit.
Bankrupt your country, man.
Yeah.
Stupid, man.
And that's what you get the term old money, man. I'm gonna get that definition. Definition of old money. It says peoples whose family have been rich for a long time. Of or being related to people whose family have been rich for a long time, man. So when you speak of America, when you speak of old money, you talking about slave money, man.
Right.
You talking about money made off the backs of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? But that's what it was. It was a market, man. That's why England, they wanted to get the cotton, man. So what they do, they put niggas on the field.
Right.
So they getting money off selling these shirts or coats or whatever to England. But you got niggas in the field in America making that or getting the raw material for you, man.
Right.
Like,
Tobacco, you got it.
but like, pay attention, like these skyscrapers, that's old money they used to build that shit.
Old
That
money.
building right there was built in the 30s, man.
Yep.
Okay, that's old money. That
Yeah.
was one of the tallest buildings in the country at that time that was west of the Mississippi, man.
Right.
Straight up beacon, that's old money.
Right.
You know, places like Fortune 500 companies, that's old money. Like when you watch the Titanic, when Jack came on the ship, they said new money, but he's still part of the club because the people that he was masquerading in front of, they had old money, man.
Right,
Fucking
right.
steel tycoons, man. Well tycoons,
Oil.
oil tycoons, man.
Yeah.
Diamonds, rubies, man. People that made that dude, what was his name? Andrews, that constructed the mechanic or the architect behind the Titanic. That dude had money, bro.
Yeah.
Hella money.
Yeah.
I got it in Wikipedia. It said old money applies to those upper class whose wealth separates them from lower social classes.
Right.
You see, that's how Esau rich now, man.
Right.
Cause he got money passed down from him, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't born like us, you know. Hey, shit, our fathers, they was drug dealers, man. They didn't come into old money.
Right.
They started out doing these bullshit jobs or selling drugs or doing whatever trade, man. Our grandfathers, they didn't have shit, man. I know mine didn't.
Right. Right.
No more.
Right. Old money applies to those of the upper class whose wealth separates them from lower social classes.
Right.
They say, according to anthropologist W. Lloyd Warner, the upper class in the United States during the 30s was divided into the upper and the lower upper.
Right.
Hey, all these
Right.
niggas in Leawood, y'all lower upper class, man. Y'all really middle class, man.
Better be poor, though.
Because when you're looking at old money, man, there's a difference. The really wealthy people, it's not just dollars in their bank account. These people have assets. Like you own entire blocks in Manhattan, man. You have buildings named after you. your money is not going away. Imagine owning the Twin Towers, man.
Right.
You know, that's old money, man. That's money that even if their bank account go to zero, they still got hella assets. They got real estate. They own fields. Yeah. They own farms. They shit ain't just billions in a bank account, man. Yeah. And that's old money, man. All those oil barons, they own hella land, man.
Like prime example, go to War Park where there's big mansions. Them devils like the least, they don't pay for shit with Federal Reserve notes.
Right.
Now them devils on War Park rate, they may have a safe, but what you gonna find them safe? Precious metals,
Right.
gold, wine.
Right.
You may have a couple of 100,000 here and there, but that's just to navigate among you people and to go fuck off.
Yeah.
They go on ships, all right, I have money here. Of course they gonna have the greenbacks, but that ain't what they wealth is behind, because there's no wealth in greenbacks, man. They people got land, they got fucking properties, man. They got street names named after them countries, man. Like this guy Jeff Epstein, bro. Nigga had a whole island.
Sure.
And he was low level.
Yeah.
But still had a fucking island. Which one of you niggas can say that?
Right.
That's why all you jakes is talking about eating at the round table with Esau. Look, Jay-Z, yo, 1.9 billion don't mean shit to the
That
elites,
shit
man.
light.
That's lightweight
That shit
compared to
light.
what they got, bro.
Right.
Like that's low, bro. That's
Niggas own
crumbs
countries.
compared to what they
Right.
1.9 billion ain't shit.
They own
Right.
countries, man.
Because not only are those nominal dollars, but a lot of their wealth are stocks,
Stocks,
which
yeah.
can go down.
Cause he ain't got 1.9 billion in cash.
Right, right. Like you gotta own gold, you gotta own assets. When Esau get money, man, like he'll buy something like a Picasso. 40 years ago, it was worth 10 million. Now today, it's worth 20 million. But he buys physical assets, things that are worth stuff, man. He buys houses, land, strategic land. You know, he pays off politicians, man.
Yeah.
He invests in networks and circles,
Yeah.
social circles.
Yeah.
That's real wealth.
Yeah.
The old money is really just having leverage, man. You know.
I got more on this.
like buying, investing, like in it's got Elon Musk, man, investing in a $44 million network, $1 billion. That's an investment right there that's gonna carry him a long time. Which one of you niggas can buy Twitter?
Sure.
You see what happened to Bill Cosby when he tried to buy that what network?
NBC.
NBC.
Yeah. Hey, they threw a rape charge on his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they ain't gonna let Jake reach that plateau because they know they tried it.
Yeah.
During the time of Black Wall Street, and they had something called Red Dun back in Chicago. When Jake, you had small communities of Jakes prospering, owning banks and X, Y, and Z. And we was making it, man. We was our own CEO, had our own businesses, and Esau, he came and bombed it.
Right.
You know? That's why he'll never let you Jakes invest. He'll give you some shit on paper and say, all right, you worth this and that.
Right.
But he ain't gonna let you own a city block. Like a while back, brother was telling me that this one chick they was dealing with, this was like a Amalekite. She said her father owned like 90% of downtown Chicago, bro. Like, that's old money.
Yeah.
90% of a major metropolis like that. Chicago is one of the most known cities in the world. And her father owned 90% of that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Chicago is one of them old towns built in 1833, man. Where a lot of that old money came off of slave labor.
Yeah.
Because that year, Esau will tell you, over half of U.S. exports was just cotton, man. Not agriculture, just one crop, cotton. That didn't count all of the other stuff we was picking, like tobacco, sugar cane. You know, all them cities like New York, Chicago, they got built up in the 1800s off of the wealth of Jake, man.
I'm gonna read this. You got it, Doc. It say, I'm gonna read it again. This is old money in Wikipedia. The lower upper, according to anthropologist W. Lloyd Warner, the upper class in the United States during the 1930s was divided into the upper and the lower upper. The lower upper were those who did not come from traditionally wealthy families. They earned their money from investments and business rather than inheritance. Inheritance, man. That means you already got bread, man. When you come out the womb, you worth a certain dollar amount, man.
Yeah.
When Jake come out the womb, you damn near in debt. Because it costs to get your ass out the womb. It costs to get you out the pussy, man.
You wake up, you come out the womb, your mother on food stamps.
Yeah.
You got a car loan.
Yeah.
You got a mortgage, all of that shit. As soon as you born, man.
Yep, put the bill in your name.
Your baby crib in a fucking apartment.
And then put the nigga in debt. Then when the nigga's old enough to have credit, you garnish his wages because he couldn't pay for his birth.
Right.
That's some wicked.
Go ahead, I'll read that.
This is Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
The wicked. Go ahead.
Which is thy sword.
Yes.
From men, which which are thy hand, O Lord Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life,
Yes.
and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure.
Yeah, we talking about niggas with old money, man.
Yeah.
That's who the scripture is talking about. We say thy sword, man, because the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua set up Esau to inflict punishment upon us. That makes him the sword of the Most High, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Read
It
that
said-
again. Go start from the top again.
He says, arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life,
Yes.
and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure.
Yes.
They are full of children,
Yep.
and leave the rest of their substance to their
Leave
babes.
their substance to their babes, man. Now let's keep going in this, man. It say in contrast to the noble rich, whose riches were inquired in their own generation, the upper class were families viewed as quasi-aristocratic and high society, man. The elites.
Right.
The elites, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know about the Rockefellers. We know about the Rothschilds, man.
Yeah.
But Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers. But you got down south Edomites that's got old money, man.
Yeah.
They say the quasi-aristocratic and high society. These families have been rich and prominent in the politics of the United States for generations. Why? Because they use that money to influence they craft, man, or influence their agenda, man.
Yeah.
Obviously they use it to for wickedness. They buying tons of cocaine. They buying tons of heroin. But they also buying politicians, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think you got the issue of lobbyism? Lobbyism is people that are getting paid to go for an agenda, man.
Right.
I'm almost done, Naki. It say these families have been rich and prominent in the politics of the United States for generations. In many cases, their prominence dated before the American Revolution, when their ancestors had accumulated fortunes as members of, peep this, of the elite planter class,
Man.
slave owners, people with
Yeah.
fields,
Yeah.
people with, doing that.
Right.
Elite planter class, or as merchants, what they selling? Jake, man. They
Yeah.
selling bodies. They ain't selling lemonade stands, man.
Right.
They selling actual people. You get money off that.
Yeah.
It say elite planter class, or as merchants, slave traders, ship owners, or
Man.
fur traders, man. Come on, bro.
That's the old money right there.
Come on.
man.
Oh, slow. Come on, bro.
That's the old money.
And think about it, and show you how unprofitable Esau is to himself. Because if you have a nation that you put in captivity, and they're still multiplying today, you should never be broke, man.
Right.
Because just the fact that you still got niggas with social security cards, and I understand you got a job, you have a thriving so-called, you don't have a thriving economy, but you have what they call an economy. Economy is built on slave labor, man.
Yep.
I'll put it real quick in that same precept where it says, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, because that you got to understand that's how you know it's talking about these old elites that old money, because their treasure is hid, man. Like you're not gonna see Rothschild on Forbes 30, man. You know, his wealth is not something that is out there for everybody to know, man. That old slave money, it's not in a bank account. You can't quantify the wealth of the Rothschilds and the wealth of the Rockefellers, man.
Okay.
Their treasures are hid, you know, because you wonder they just basically just will power, man.
Yeah.
You know, so most people think treasure is dollars, man. Dollars are bullshit. You know, dollars are just a tool to transact. That's not real wealth, man. It's not real influence. It's not real power.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But the elites, they have that hid treasure, man. That money, that treasure that you can't really calculate on a spreadsheet. You know.
Yeah.
And it says their bellies were full, man.
Bellies
and they
were
left
full.
that substance to their babes, man.
Yeah.
J.P. Morgan Chase, that goes back to a man. You know.
Yeah.
The whole Chase Bank enterprise, man. The whole banking system. They left all that money. The Carnegies, the steel tycoons,
Yeah.
the Rockefellers.
Cause that's it, man. But reading the information that we just brought out on Wikipedia, which is public access, and then reading what Psalms say, going into they have more than enough. You know, they are the sword of the Most High. They lead a substance to their babes. You know, their bellies is full, man. How are they not the Edomites, man? Does Ishmael have oil money? Ishmael got oil money, but they ain't got that shit that go back, man.
Right.
They ain't got that old money, man. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be honest about who the wicked is.
Well, I got a precept. This is James 5:1. It says, "Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your misery that should come upon you." Okay, it said rich men. That's going into you elites. All right, and it says your riches are corrupted. Why? Because you have bodies, man. You're navigating in a slave trade. You're literally stealing bodies from one land to the next. Okay, and on top of that, even in Chicago, you have what they call an organ harvesting ring. That you literally, it's a business on killing people of certain genetic ethnicity, so you can sell like fucking organs on the black market and make buku money.
Yeah, oh, did y'all see the article that or the video? I think brother Two Through Info about they found 7,000 penises, man.
Oh yeah.
In the shipment going to China, man.
Yeah. Moab trying to get bricked up.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna come back and destroy this place, man.
Yeah, Moab got a Jake dick. Man, you niggas is weird.
Yeah, you a little fucking man, but yeah, you walk around with a horse.
Right, but now you see why Moab all the way over there in Africa, man. He's doing all kind of fucked up shit over there.
Weirdo shit.
And it says here, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten, and your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them should be a witness against you, and should eat your flesh as of a fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
All right. And that gold and that silver, that's not talking about actual gold and silver, because we know gold doesn't rust. Neither does silver, it doesn't decay. It's really going into his money. Because his money used to be backed by gold, but what did he do? He took it off the gold standard. Now what is the dollar worth? Nothing. You know? And so his riches are basically, it's cankered, it's rusted, man.
Yeah.
It was worth money at one period of time, but it's just withered away, man. You know?
Yep.
And you niggas are bragging about how much dollars you got in your bank account. When Esau can print $100 trillion tomorrow, he can make the purchasing power that you have evaporate overnight if you wanted to, man.
Yeah.
All you niggas talking about reparations, I want $15 trillion. You don't understand what wealth is, man. Real wealth is land, labor, and autonomy. When we get in the kingdom, we're gonna get all the land, we're gonna put everybody to labor, we're gonna have complete autonomy, man.
Yeah, who gonna stop us?
Right. Who gonna stop us, man? Exactly.
Who gonna stop us from doing what the fuck we wanna do, man?
That's right.
Who gonna stop us from beating the shit out of these Edomites, man?
Right.
And every last one of you are going into captivity, from the least to the greatest. Every last one of you, man. Right? Reading on, it says, "Behold, the hirers are the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which of you is kept back by fraud."
Right.
Why does it say kept back by fraud?
Yeah, because basically everybody's working their ass off, man, and they're not getting anything, man. You gotta damn near make